Have you ever felt like your own body is betraying you? You lie down at night, aching and exhausted, even though you spent the day trying to pretend you were fine. This isn't some distant scenario. It's the harsh reality many of us face upon entering middle age. After 40, I realized that the small choices and habits of each day are what determine my future, whether it will be a series of independent, happy days or becoming a burden to my family. Hello everyone, I'm over 40 years old, has tasted enough ups and downs, and has learned some hard-earned lessons that I wish I had known sooner, perhaps 10 years ago. Today, I want to sit here and talk with you, especially those who have entered, are in, or are about to enter their 40s, about things I believe can change the rest of your life's journey. These aren't empty platitudes, but what I've distilled from my own experiences, stumbles, and the times I've had to pay with my own health and peace of mind. The goal of this video is simple: to help you build a solid foundation to live an independent, healthy, and regret-free life in your old age. Entering our 40s, we often face a silent crisis. The pressure of work, the family burden of caring for the old and the young, all weigh heavily on our shoulders. We fear our careers will stagnate, that we'll be replaced by a younger, more dynamic generation, and that we won't have enough finances to care for our children and parents. But there is a greater, more terrifying fear, and that is the silent change from within our bodies. After 40, the body begins a noticeable decline. The metabolism slows down, making us prone to weight gain, especially belly fat, which increases the risk of chronic diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. Women face perimenopause, which often begins in their 40s. This stage comes with a host of hormonal changes, causing symptoms like hot flashes, insomnia, irritability, and dull skin. Meanwhile, men face a decline in testosterone, leading to fatigue, reduced libido, and loss of muscle mass. And you know what the most dangerous thing is? It's that we often brush it off, telling ourselves, "It must be because I'm getting older." Many people downplay signs like unusual fatigue, nausea, or back pain, but these can be atypical symptoms of a heart attack in women. It is the seemingly harmless habits, repeated day after day, that are eroding our health, silently pushing us closer to a future of dependence and illness. Today, I will share 5 core lessons that have helped me regain control of my life. Health is no longer optional. When I was young, I also thought health was a given. I stayed up late, ate carelessly, and exhausted myself for work, thinking a good night's sleep would make me fine the next day. But at 40, the body is no longer so forgiving. Medicine has proven that after 40, biological changes become more intense, increasing the risk of chronic diseases. Health at this stage is not for showing off. It is for you to live fully with your loved ones and to work without collapsing. First, listen to your body and get a health checkup at least once a year. This is non-negotiable. Tests like blood sugar, blood lipids, blood pressure, thyroid function, and early cancer screenings are extremely important. Women need to pay attention to mammograms and pap tests. Men need to be checked for prostate cancer, especially if there is a family history. This helps catch diseases early before they become serious. Second, exercise is an investment for old age. Forget the idea of having to work out intensely like in your 20s. Our goal now is to maintain flexibility and protect our musculoskeletal system. Walking is simple but surprisingly effective. Walking every day helps improve cardiovascular health, control weight, and refresh the spirit. Resistance training matters. Don't be afraid of lifting weights.com. Studies show that after age 30, we lose 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade. This process accelerates after 40. Maintaining muscle is key too, keeping your metabolism efficient and protecting your joints. Stretching is essential. A few stretches each day help maintain flexibility and reduce the risk of injury. Third, sleep is the most sustainable anti-aging weapon. Even when you're busy, aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Quality sleep helps the body regenerate cells, balance hormones, and reduce stress. Lack of sleep doesn't just make you tired. It worsens your skin. It directly affects your weight and cardiovascular health. After 40, the body reacts differently to food. You don't need complicated diets. You need awareness. Focus on whole, nutrient-rich foods. Prioritize vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and nuts. They provide stable energy and support both physical and mental health. Cut back on ultra-processed foods. These foods are full of sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats. They drain your energy instead of fueling your life. Reevaluate your alcohol consumption. Your liver metabolizes alcohol less efficiently as you age. Alcohol adds empty calories and increases disease risk. Try not to eat after 8 p.m. Late night eating negatively affects sleep and metabolism. Small changes here create big long-term results. One of my biggest mistakes was living for other people's opinions. I worried about what my boss thought. I worried about how others judged me. I carried that pressure home and passed it on to the people I loved. After 40, I realized something important. Your family doesn't need your achievements. They need your presence. Learn to ignore meaningless judgments. This is your life. Do not let others control it. Cleanse toxic relationships. These are people who bring negativity and drain your energy. At this age, your time and energy are limited. Spend them on people who uplift and support you. Take care of your mental health. Chronic worrying silently drains your energy. Long-term anxiety increases stress hormones. It weakens the immune system. It prevents the body from repairing itself. Write a few lines in a journal each night. Spend 5 to 10 minutes breathing deeply or meditating. Turn off electronic devices at least 1 hour before sleep. Read or talk with your family instead. Financial stress ages you faster than almost anything else. Financial independence creates peace of mind. You don't need to be rich. You need to be prepared. Start saving as early as possible. No matter your income, save consistently. Spend intentionally. When you're emotionally fulfilled, unnecessary spending fades naturally. Invest in things that last. Health, knowledge, a stable home. Create a financial plan for old age. Learn about investments and retirement systems. Without a plan, life feels unstable. With a plan, even challenges feel manageable. Loneliness is one of the greatest dangers of aging. Stay connected with friends. Spend time with family without distractions. Have real conversations. Put the phone down at the dinner table. Listen. Be present. Never stop learning. A curious mind stays sharp. Learning something new keeps you optimistic and mentally engaged. Aging well is not about slowing down. It is about staying connected, mentally and emotionally. Turning 40 is not the beginning of decline. It is an invitation to live more intentionally, to choose habits that support your future self. You don't need to change everything at once. Just take one small step today. If this message resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments. How old are you? Which part spoke to you the most? If you want more honest conversations like this, subscribe to After 40 Health. We're building a community for living well, not just longer. Thank you for listening.